Well, hello and welcome everybody to the New Health Conversation. And the first thing I want to do is I want to talk to the censors. Now, on the last live that I did, you had come on and said you postponed or delayed people seeing the thing because you said we were diverting people to a different website to buy products. Let's clarify this for the 10th time. We have no products to sell. We've never had products to sell, and it's just not true. Everything that we're sharing with our audiences is based on peer-reviewed human trial studies. We actually have 10 of them. They're on our website. Again, let me clarify for the 10th time. We have no products to sell. There are no products. We're just saying we're redirecting people to other websites to buy products. That's completely not true. Number two, we had problems in the past where you would come on and said there are substances on here that may be harmful to the people in the real. Again, this is based on food. There are no products. There are no substances. There are no supplements. And everything that we're sharing are from these published peer-reviewed human trial studies. There's nothing higher in medical research to go than that. They proved that they were safe and it's real, and everything we're talking about is real. Third, you had talked about that this was some extreme diet. It's not a diet in the first place. Number two, no body dysphoria, no body imaging. The only thing we're showing people is the medical proof that as we drink and breathe and eat these chemicals, the body is literally taking these chemicals and stuffing them inside our fat cells. And so when we're showing the pictures, it's the medical proof. It has nothing to do with weight loss. It has nothing to do with body shape, nothing to do with anything except showing them that the fat cells expand due to the chemicals. And if you can, in which they've done here, proven this removes the chemicals from the body, then people shrink. And last but not least, it is not a diet and it's sustainable. And we have no products to sell anybody. So I just urge you to do that. The other thing I will tell you unequivocally, show me anybody else on all of TikTok with one shred of medical evidence other than us. We are so compliant. We're totally within your guidelines. We don't go outside the guidelines because, again, we're only sharing what's in these medical studies. This protocol called protein pacing is a registered trademark with the U.S. Patent Office. So if you can imagine about anybody wanting to talk about this in any term other than it's medically proven, I don't know who it would be, okay? Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the New Health Conversation. I'm excited that all of you are here, and we hope that this will be of real value to all of you. We're in a position now where we're going to share with you the medical proof. Now, I see Vinny on here. I see Celine, I see Miss Justice, I see Lori, I see Miss Justice again, I see Keto, I see Tangela, and many others. So first of all, let's take a look at the headline here, right? So she dropped 60 pounds in just 90 days safely, zero diet, zero pills. This revolutionary real food detox, she added 6 to 9% lean muscle without a single workout. She's kept it off for 9 years. It's published in 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world, and this will make all diets obsolete. We will prove it to you. Now, again, back to the censors on TikTok. The New Health Conversation is a movement. There are no products to buy. There have never been products to buy. There are no plans to have products to buy. The only thing on the medical website is the actual medical studies themselves that you all can see. And the key to this is that it's safe and it's medically proven. And you won't find, I'll defy any of you on this podcast to show me anybody else you're following with one shred of medical evidence. I see these people coming on and talking about things like time-restricted eating, which is the biggest scam in the world. It is no different than any just regular diet counting calories. There's no magic to fasting 16 hours and eating 8. And I'll prove it to you. Everything we're going to share with you always comes from medical studies. This is a huge study done. Compilation of studies where they said time-restricted eating, such as the popular 16-8 method, where you fast 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window, is often touted as a superior approach to weight loss and health compared to simple calorie restriction. However, the growing body of scientific evidence from randomized controlled trials and meta-analysis says that any benefits from time-restricted eating are due to calorie deficit it creates rather than the timing itself. When time-restricted eating is compared to continuous calorie restriction with matched calorie intake, it typically shows no difference between that and just lowering calories. This is the myth that's out there. And a million people are following this nonsense. It's just hot air. You understand there is no diet that works, none, zero diets. And now we're getting people like Harvard Medical School saying things like, stop counting calories. They said, this is a direct quote from Harvard, the idea of a calorie in, calorie out when it comes to weight loss is not only antiquated, it's just wrong, says Fatima, Stanford obesity specialist, Harvard Medical School. Drop the calories notion, Stanford said, it's time to concentrate on what's in our food, not how much food we're consuming. You're going to learn that's exactly what these researchers did. They have no products. There are no products involved. You're going to buy in a completely different way, and it's all based around the principle of what? We're living in a toxic world, and we are all toxic. And whether you believe that or not, you're naive if you don't think you're toxic. We're drinking, we're breathing, we're eating chemicals, things like herbicides and pesticides, and Scotchgard and Teflon. And as they enter our body, the brain, to protect you, takes those chemicals and stuffs them inside your fat cells and you expand. That's the bloating. This has nothing to do with body dysphoria or body imaging. This is a medical fact that your body is showing you what's going on inside. This protocol, which is the most advanced medical research ever done, ever in history, for health, nutrition, and weight loss, is going to change everything. That's why it completely debunks every diet. And the researchers who created it, they have spent, you ready for this? 100 studies over 40 years, thousands of people. They were paid to analyze diets. They came to the conclusion after 40 years of research, they never found a diet where any of you lost weight and kept it off, and 2/3 of everybody gained more weight than they lost, and 25 to 40% of every pound you're losing on every diet is lean muscle mass. I hope this makes you mad. You can even be mad at me if you want. But the science doesn't give a damn about any of us. It's just saying, this is the science. You can believe whatever you want to believe. Whatever diet you're on now, 2/3 are going to weigh more than what you did when you started. Again, I don't want you to believe me. Let's go to Medicare. Huge study in Medicare. Medicare's search for effective obesity treatments. Diets are not the answer. The researchers at Medicare reviewed the long-term outcomes of calorie-restricted diets to assess whether calorie restriction or any diet is an effective treatment for obesity. The studies show that 2/3 of dieters regained more weight than they lost on any diet. In summary, there is little support for the notion that diets lead to lasting weight loss or health benefits. What are you all doing? What are you all doing? You're doing what I did. You're doing what everybody did. I've been a nutritional researcher for 20, not to impress you, but impress upon you. I've been a nutritional researcher for 23 years. I've written 4 best-selling books, some of the biggest medical doctors in the world. I did 20 shows on PBS, appeared on the 4 biggest daytime shows in America, and over 1,500 live lectures around the world in hospitals and towns and universities. I've spoken live in front of over 500,000 people. This protocol was started 23 years ago by one person. Well, that was me. And now we've helped over 600,000 people in 23 years. So I would hope you would listen to what we're going to share with you. Now, here's the good news. We have nothing to sell you. We don't have any products. This is going to be based on food combinations and a completely new way of eating, and medically proven to completely change your health profile in as little as 30 days. The weight loss is almost the booby prize. That's the throw-in. So what I'm showing you here with her is very average. This is not exceptional. This isn't the most amount of weight we're saying. And whenever we would give you an evaluation, which we'll do here in a moment, we'll give you real numbers based on data from 600,000 people. I urge it, I challenge any of you, show me anybody on social media that's had experience with 600,000 people. Do we think it works? We don't have to guess. We got the data to say it works. And normally what I do for people, Jaslyn, user 647, Neutro, Angelina, let's see, Alexandra, Right Way, and that's it, everybody. Keep those taps coming. Tap, 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 tap. Keep them coming. We got 661 likes. So again, any of you, if you're scared off because you're looking at this, here's the thing. Stop damn diets. They don't work. Stop counting calories. Stop keto and paleo and Mediterranean and this ridiculous time-restricted eating, which is complete nonsense. None of these diets work. Do you understand? You're literally making yourself unbelievably unhealthy on any diet you're on. I'm sure it's going to make you mad, but it's true. I mean, we're giving you, listen, this protocol is published in 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world. How come the diet you're on isn't even in one journal? because they're making what's called unsubstantiated claims. They're claiming things they can't back up and they can't prove medically. Anecdotal before and after doesn't mean a darn thing. So if you want to know for sure, let me say this to you. If you'd like to give me, if you're male or female, I need to know that your height and your current weight. We'll give you a stunning assessment of how quickly you can lose weight, not based on my opinion, based on 600,000 people. We have the data. We know approximately if you're male or female, how tall and how much you weigh, how much weight you can lose. It's going to blow. You're going to lose as much weight in 4 days as 6 weeks of any diet you've ever been on. I'm not kidding you. In 4 days. It's across the board. We see it all the time. Oh, good, Cashlon. I got mine. I'm starting today. Fantastic. What do we need to do? Well, user 435. We offer you a free website. How much is it going to cost? Listen to me. There's no products. There's no pills. There's no lotions. Take your total food budget last month, whatever that was. That's about what you're going to spend. Only 30%, but here's the difference. Only 30% of what you bought last month at your grocery store are you going to buy this month, and you're going to get a list that the researchers put together of proteins, fats, carbs, fruits, and vegetables. But instead of calorie amounts, you're going to get serving sizes. What about the other 70% of the money you have left? Aha, that goes to these researchers who had gone to Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, New Zealand to find these foods with huge amounts of nutrition and small amounts of food. That is the critical thing that makes this work. You can't do it with whole foods. You can't do it with organic food. Don't delude yourself. There's 200 studies showing that organic is about 10 to 12% more nutrition than regular food. So that's why the research has limited the amount of food you would get from your grocery store, even if it's Whole Foods or Sprouts or Farmers Market or wherever you're going. The food in the world is becoming less and less nutritionally dense because we've used all these chemicals to produce huge amounts of food, but the nutritional levels have crashed down. I have a big study right here. Over the last 25 years, scientific studies prove that the nutritional value of foods, of fruits, vegetables, and grains has dropped by as much as 50% in 25 years. So you're kidding yourselves. We're not going to argue you can lose weight on any diet, but what kind of weight are you losing? Would it shock you to know that 25 to 40% of every pound you're losing on every diet ever studied is lean muscle mass? Because it is. And that's causing you to slow down your metabolism. That's why you're all going to gain all the weight back and more. But worse, when you lose lean muscle, you slow down your own immune system. You're making yourself unhealthy by being on any of these damn diets. And I know most of you are going to go out and you're going to go to these people on social media that are showing you time-restricted eating. They're going to sell you recipes. Total nonsense. They don't have a damn shred of medical evidence. Yeah, I get really fired up for all of you. We've done, my God, we've helped 600,000 people. Let us help you. And the website you would go to, there's nothing to buy. There are no products there at all. The only thing there is the medical proof. And guess what? If you like what you see, scroll down. You get a free consultation and a free coach. How much is the consultation? $0. How much is the coaching? $0. We all got coached. Thank God the New Health Conversation is a movement. And what people are doing, they're going on and having an unbelievable result, and they're coming back to us and say, look, we'd like to help somebody else, someone helped us. The coaching's free, everybody. The website is free. Go look at, why wouldn't you go look at the medical proof? Why wouldn't you do that? You'd rather follow some influencer, nice people. I see them, they're health coaches and MDs and PhDs and dietitians and nutritionists. But my God, the whole system is collapsing. Johns Hopkins Medical School study predicts obesity apocalypse. In 4 years, they estimate 86% of Americans will be overweight or obese. Do you think in your right mind that any diet works? Really? Really? You're just kidding yourselves. And what's happening, you're making yourselves unhealthy. Yeah, you're losing some weight, but 25 to 40% is your lean muscle mass. And it's not like you stop the diet and you get your lean muscle mass back. The researchers have said for every pound of lean muscle you lose, it takes you about 12 months to regain it. It's not about diet and exercise. That's another big hoax. Here it is right here, UCLA. Diet and exercise ineffectiveness parallels all diets. Like nearly every dieting method, combining diet and exercise proves unsuccessful for sustaining long-term weight loss. We're not arguing you can lose weight on any diet, but what the hell good is it? You go through this torture to lose weight and you gain it all back. Give me some yeses. Do you agree? Here's the website, everybody. Hold on. It's the new health. Hold on just a second. Conversation. It's also at the very top. Do you all see up there in top in red? Let me make sure I spelled it right. The new health Okay. I just posted in the chat for you. Hold on. It's right there. Oh, I didn't post it yet. Hold on just a second. I want to make, there it is. You see it in white, the new health conversation. Or at the very top, the little red heart to the right, the new health conversation. Free medical website. We won't even contact you if you go there and there are no products. Again, censors. Stop. There are no products to buy on that website. The only thing there is the medical proof. We have no means to contact you. If anybody goes there, Charbonnet, I just gave you the website, the new health conversation. Put in the chat and tell everybody there's nothing to buy on that website. Again, censors. We have no products. There's nothing to buy. The only thing on that website is education. If you're really serious about losing weight and keeping it off and changing your life, at least be open to see real medical proof, not hype. I don't want you to believe me. Why would you need to believe me? I don't have to convince you of a thing because I'm holding in my hand 10 of the published in these are the biggest medical journals in the world on health, nutrition, and weight loss. And they've validated this and said it's safe and proved it. Proved that this is real. It's not a fake. You can lose as much weight in 4 days as hell 6 weeks of any diet you've ever been on. I'll prove it to you. If you tell me if you're male or female, how tall you are, and how much you weigh, I'll blow your damn mind at how quickly you, you're not an experiment. We've helped 600,000 people. You don't think we know, based on male, female, your height and your weight, how quickly you can lose the weight? After 23 years, we have 600,000 pieces of data. We know what the hell we're doing. And you're deluding yourselves if you think any diet you're on, you're going to lose weight and keep it off. Yeah, that's the biggest delusion. We might as well, hey, is the world flat? I think it's round. But all of you counting calories, you're in the equivalent of saying it doesn't work. For crying out loud, it doesn't work. Yeah, I get very crazy emotional. I get that. And I hope I make some of you mad because you're just wasting your time. You're following these people. They're charging you for recipes? What? And then they charge you for coaching? What? And they're showing you before and after and telling you a lie like you burn fat on their program. Total bull. That's the biggest lie being told. There's no such thing as burning fat on a diet or exercise in the gym. You were born with a certain number of fat cells. You die with a certain number of fat cells, and they expand or contract in your lifetime. That's it. What are you all doing and why? They are amazing and are there for you. Good. Okay, Naturo. Okay, you're 5'4", 261. Are you male or female, Naturo? I need to know that. MS Justice, you're female, 219, 5'3". Okay, so let's go with Justice because, okay, I'm going to do you first, Naturo. 5'4", 261. At 5'4" max, we want you to be 120. That's 141 pounds. Get ready, Naturo, in the first 4 days. You're going to lose 8 or 10 pounds. Thanksgiving, you'll probably be between 238 and 240. By Christmas, you should be 219, 218, 220. Let's go with 220. 220 to get you down to 120 is 100 pounds. Okay, Naturo, it's going to blow your mind. Easily, January, February, April, March. By the end of April, early May, you will be 120, Naturo. Tell me your comment. What do you think about that, everybody? What about that? And you're looking at her, this is average. This isn't anything spectacular. I mean, you're probably looking at this going, oh my God, this is unbelievable. No, this is the average. MS Justice, 219, 5'3". Okay, you're 5'3". Again, let's just use 120. It's just easier. That means 100 pounds. MS Justice, you're going to lose 6 or 8 pounds in the first 4 days. You will lose a whole dress size in 7 days with no exercise. So Thanksgiving, you're going to be about, I would say you're going to be between 208 and 210. So let's go with 210 down to 120 is 90 pounds. Christmas, by the way, you're going to probably be about 195, 192. Let's go with 192, not 192 to get you down to 120 is 72 pounds. Easily by sometime in May, you'll be a 120. Tell me how excited you'd be about that, MS Justice. And MS Justice, understand all of you, we're not making these numbers up. We've helped 600,000 people in 23 years. So we know the numbers. We know what you can expect. And like I said, her numbers are not even out of they're average. I'll show you somebody else. This woman only had to lose 30 pounds. And look what she did, everybody. 21 pounds in 30 days. Look at her stomach on day 1. Look at her stomach on day 30. That's the result of the detox. By the way, none of these pictures I'm showing you, they were allowed to exercise. They all were Fitbits to prove they didn't exercise. Not because of research against exercise, but they wanted to eliminate exercise. Otherwise, you say, oh, they lost weight because of diet and exercise. No, it wasn't. Come on, I hope you're mad. Don't you want to change this? Don't you want to change this? You think you're going to go, what do you think you're doing? You're losing weight on keto or paleo or Mediterranean, but 40% of what you're losing is lean muscle mass, which is slowing down your metabolism. You're going to gain it all back and more. You watch. You could change that today. You could hit the do-over button. Go to the website. Look at the medical proof for crying out loud. There's nothing to buy on that website. So again, censors, don't come on and you're going to, block me for 15 minutes. There's no products, everyone. It's based on food and new way of eating that I'm going to show all of you in just a moment. But I want to see if I can help some more people. Nora, Psalm 150, 5.5. Okay, Nora, we'd want you again at 5.5, about 130. Oh my gosh, this is too easy. Nora, you're going to lose 5 or 6 pounds in 4 days. By Thanksgiving, you'll be 130. I mean, that's not without any exercise at all. I'm telling you right now. But Nora, you have to understand you can maintain it. They've all maintained these weight. Look, there's your model right there. Look at her. She lost 21 pounds in 30 days. You need to lose 20 pounds. Boom, there you go. Leslie, I'll explain it in just a minute. MS Justice, wow. Laura Crater. Leslie, do this for me if you want. Obviously, you're female. Leslie, if you'll tell me how tall you are and your current weight, I will tell you how quickly you can do it. Listen, Leslie, we've been doing this the New Health Conversation is a movement, Leslie. We've helped 600,000 people in 23 years. 600,000. So what I'm doing for people, based on we have real data. 600,000 people. You don't think we know based on your female, how tall and what you weigh, how quickly you can lose the weight? I'm going to tell you right now. So if you'll tell me your current height and your current weight, I'll tell you how rapidly you can lose it. Based on 600,000 people we've studied. Hello? Okay, but I want to help, who else was that? Neuro, female. I did that already. Who did I? Oh, Amber, you're 5'10", 190. Okay, Amber, you easily, you'd want to be max about 135. That's going to be 55 pounds. So you're going to lose, but Amber, get ready. You're going to lose 6 or 8 pounds in 4 days. Thanksgiving, easily 268, 270, 170, sorry. By Thanksgiving, you're going to be by Christmas, you'll probably be 148, 150, around in that range. And then to get down to your goal of 135 easily in January. Did you hear what I just said? Amber, in January, you're going to be 135, probably the second week, maybe the third week at the most. Would you be unhappy if it took you till the third week of January? Amber, tell me, all you people, I'm giving you these numbers. Tell me how you're going to feel, unless you think I'm crazy and I'm just making things up. We don't have to make things up. A couple reasons. Number one, we're basing everything we're telling you that are published. This protocol, which I didn't invent, it had nothing to do with that. It's published in 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world. No diet you're on or ever been on is in one journal. Nothing, no proof, just hyperbole, just these people yakking. Show me anybody, show me anybody on social media with one shred of medical evidence. Who would it be? Who? Where? They don't have it. It's nonsense. It's chatter. This is real science, real science. So, Amber, tell me how excited you'd be about that. Okay, Teresa, 5'7", 230. Okay, Teresa, 5'7", let's see, 5'7". You should, again, we wouldn't want you to be much over about 130. So Teresa, that's 100 pounds. And I'm not doing that because it's easy math. I can do the math in my head. So based, again, so you don't think that you're Teresa, you're not a statistic. Out of 600,000 people, a huge percentage actually women, at that weight, to get you to 130, you're going to lose, by Thanksgiving, you'll probably be 205 to 210. By Christmas, you're going to be like, Christmas, if you're 210, 190, yeah, you're going to be 190 or below. and to get you down the other 60 pounds, January, yeah, by March, absolutely, Teresa, by March, you'll be about 135. Tell me how you feel about that. You're not going on a diet. This isn't a diet, it's a detox. I'm going to explain it to all of you in a few minutes, but let me do some more people first. Okay, it's Christu. 5'5", 193. You want to be 130 max, 63 pounds. Crystal, you're going to lose 5-6 pounds in 4 days. Thanksgiving, probably you should be about 170, 173. Christmas time, probably 150-ish. 150 to get you down to 130. That's only 20 more pounds. This is silly, but January, you should be 130 in January. Would that... Give me some comments, everybody. Now, lest you think I'm making things up, I'm not. You can go to we have a free website you can go to, and the only thing there is what? The medical proof. There's no products to buy. You're going to buy food. You're going to learn a food list that was put together by the top weight loss researchers in the world who created this after 40 years and 100 studies, thousands of people. Not invented by me or us. And the New Health Conversation is a movement. We've helped 600,000 people in 23 years. Let us help you. Unless you think your diet's going to work, because it's not. These diets are done, finished, obsolete. Counting calories, bury it, done. I'll prove it to you. Can anybody give me the medical definition of a calorie? What is it? Why are you counting calories when you don't even know what they are? I didn't know what they were 25 years ago. You've never in your life ever been hungry for calorie. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know body doesn't know what a calorie is? So all of you that have been duped, we all have. Calories in, calories out. Total rubbish. When Harvard Medical School, I have it right here. What did they say? Here's Harvard. Stop counting calories. Here's what they said. Harvard Medical School. The idea of a calorie in, calorie out, when it comes to weight loss, is not only antiquated, it's just wrong, says Fatima Stanford, obesity specialist, Harvard Medical School. Drop the calories notion, Stanford said. It's time to concentrate on what's inner food, not how much food we're consuming. That's what these researchers did, and they have nothing to do with Harvard. But let me help some more people first. Okay, hold on. So ready. I see what you're all saying. Okay, but I don't want to miss anybody. I promise I'm going to explain to you all how they did it. Teresa, I did. Oh, it's Christu. I'm 5'5", 193. Didn't I just do you? Yeah, I just did you. Sorry. Okay, so I did Christo. That would be awesome. Female, 5'2", 210. I'm assuming that's 5'2". 5'2", 210. You want to be max about. Let's say we'd want you to be close to like 110. That's going to be easy. That's 100 pounds, but that's not why I'm doing it. Okay, you're going to lose at 210, you're going to lose 5 to 8 pounds in 4 days. Thanksgiving, probably 188 to 190 by Christmas. I'm not kidding you. At Christmas, you're going to probably be around 168, 169, and 169 to get you down. That's 59 pounds. 59 pounds easily by the middle of April. You will be 110, 115 pounds. Again, Maria, give me, what would you think? Cruel Summer. What would you think about that? Give me a chat. Tell me. Now look, all of you, it's a free here's the website. It's right here. Go to this website, everybody. At the top in red, do you all see it? The New Health Conversation. Give me some yeses if you can see, or above her head in blue, the New Health Conversation. Free to go there. Nothing. Sensors. No products. We don't have any products to sell. So they're not going there to buy products. They're going there to get education and information. If you do go there and you like what you see, then you scroll down, you get free consultation and free coaching. How about that? We're not charging for diet recipes or nonsense, or charging to coach you on something that has no medical proof at all. You're all falling for this nonsense on social media without one shred of medical evidence. This is the only thing that's backed and published in 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world. What are you all believing? You're getting false hope. You're smoking hope dope. Not really. I'm just using that as a metaphor. This really makes me mad. You have a chance to change the rest of your life. This is not some short term, you lose the weight and you gain it back. I lost 40 pounds in 7 weeks 23 years ago. I've kept it off for 23 years. Gosh dang, if I don't motivate you, then I suck. So let me come back up here. I want to see who else I missed. Okay, so I did you, Marie. Teresa, thank you. Yes, please explain. 130s is too small for me. I have an athletic build and evenly proportioned. Amber, okay, then you can stop at 140. Amber, your body is going to determine, it's called your DNA weight. All these charts, etc., do not outreign your own body. You're not on a diet, okay? Just understand that. And let me show you someone. Now, this is extreme, but look at what she lost and look at how good her body looks. Hold on here just a second. Julie, everybody. Julie, 35 pounds in 37 days. Look at her whole body, how it shrank. Look at how she has no loose skin. That's what you want to aim for. So this wives' tale about I'm big boned, etc., no, that doesn't apply. Your DNA weight is what you really are capable of weighing if you get the damn poisons out of your body. Okay, then, but we're going to get you down to a weight you've never been in a long time. If you want to be 140, fine. You can go on maintenance, because on maintenance on this, it's maintaining what you've lost. So if you're happy at 140, we'll help you do that. You're going to get coached for free, for crying out loud. Everybody's done this, and they've helped and had amazing, amazing results. Are you all excited now? Some of you? Some of you are mad at me and think, who's this crazy guy? This crazy guy, I'm a nutritional researcher for 23 years. And what you all have to understand, oh, Maria, I didn't mean to skip you. I'm sorry. Let me go back up. I just didn't get to you yet, I don't think. Let me see, Maria. Okay, I did Christo, I did Nora, I did Cruel. Maria, oh, you're 5. Yeah, I did do you, Maria. I think you missed me. I said, you're 59, you're 5'2", 188. I'd want you to weigh about 110, 78. No, I guess I did. I apologize. You're right, Maria. Listen to me carefully. We would want you to be about 110. Let's go with 110. That's 78 pounds. You're going to lose about 6 or 8 pounds in 4 days. Thanksgiving, figure you're going to be 168. Christmas, you're going to be under 150. So 150 down to 110, 40 more pounds. Easily, Maria, easily in February, you will be about 110. Now remember, all of you, you can go on maintenance at any point. If you're happy, if you want to be 120, Maria, you can stop and maintain it. But we're telling you, based on the medical proof, okay, and we know based on the medical studies and working with the top researchers in the world, when we're giving the numbers, that's what you should weigh based on your DNA, not some damn chart you've been following. But you can do, would you be unhappy? Tell me, Marie, would you be unhappy at 120? Would that be like you'd be mad at us? Or would you be really excited about that? All of you, look, I don't know what else to do except to be your cheerleader. I'm your voice. I'm the canary in the coal mine. I got the whole damn world against us. But we're the only ones with the medical proof. They've all got opinions and hyperbole that you're falling for this nonsense. There's no medical proof. Losing weight is, the number on the scale has nothing to do with your health. It's making you unhealthy because 40% of what you're losing is lean muscle. Give you an example. Let's say you lose 20 pounds. 8 pounds of that, 5 to 8 pounds is lean muscle. You know what that does to you? It slows down your body, slows down your metabolism. Because burning muscles for fuel is the most unhealthy thing you could ever do to yourselves in your lives. That's what you're losing. I'm going to explain to you in a moment how in the hell you can do this. I'm sure you're all anxious. So shut up. Tell us. I'm not telling you until the people that want to know what they can do before I explain it to them. Fair enough? Teresa, I promise. Okay, Amber, 6 new messages. Wow, lots of people are excited about this. Okay, 130 is too. Again, Amber, like I said, you can stop at 140. You can go on maintenance. I want to be 190 in December, Christina. Okay, I think I already told you that. Oh, you're 230 now. Oh my gosh, Christina. Oh, it's not even a guess. Yeah, by December, by Christmas, I think you're going to be very, very close to 190. That's with no exercise. Okay, Christina, I am 256 now am 230. I don't know what that means. I think you said you're now 230 and you want to be 190 by December. So let's go for it. Are you ready? Okay, Lorraine, let me do Lorraine here. She's 5'7", 220. Lorraine, you're very tall. Let's go with you at about 135. So that's 85 pounds. So let's go, Lorraine, you're going to lose 6 to 8 pounds in 4 days. Thanksgiving, you're going to be like 198. You'll be under 200. By Christmas, you should be 175-ish. So 175 to get you down to 135, that's 40 pounds. Okay, Lorraine, no problem. In February, you'll be 135. I'm not kidding you. That's normal. There's nothing exceptional about that. We see it all the time. If you look at her numbers, what Christiana Kamar, what did you do? What did who do? I'm confused. I'm confused here. Hold on just a second. All right, so I did. Who was asking me? I lost my place. Okay. Just fast. Okay, I love it when people come on and give out stuff. Okay, just fast, right? Well, if you believe in medical research, after 22 hours on any fast you've ever been on, the only thing you're going to lose is 40% is going to be lean muscle mass. You're doing one of the most unhealthy things you could ever do. There's not one shred of evidence backing up what you're talking about fasting. The fasting data that's out there, for example, like this stupid time-restricted eating where you don't eat for 16 hours, eat for 8. Journal of the American Medical Association did a 3-month study, and they quoted, after 3 months of analyzing people on fasting, time-restricted eating, they gained no benefit, lost 2 to 3 pounds, and the weight they lost was lean muscle mass. So go for your fast, whatever you're losing, up to 40% your lean muscle. Total nonsense, complete nonsense, okay? So believe whatever you want to believe. There's not one shred of evidence to back up what you're saying. And we only go on medical evidence. We've helped 600,000 people over 23 years. I think we have a pretty good handle on what's possible. And you don't think those people have tried every diet on the planet? We're going to be at 86% overweight in 4 years. You think fasting or keto or paleo or Mediterranean, any of those things work? They don't, okay? So let's get that out of the way. So Lorraine, are you excited about what I just told you? Hello, Sam. You skipped Maria. No, I went back up, Maria. I did you. Okay, I'm 59 years old, 5'2", weigh 188. What is a healthy weight for me? At 5'2", you want to be about 115 max. That means you need to lose about 63. 115 is going to be, 63 pounds. You're going to lose 6 or 7 pounds, Maria, just in the first 4 days. Easily by Thanksgiving about 170. Christmas, you should be very close to 150. So 150 down to say 115 is going to be 35 more pounds. Easily by mid-February, you will be around 115. Tell me how excited you'd be about that. Sam, I want to do this. A lot of people do. Okay. Yes, I'm so frustrated. How do I access your program? I just joined. Leah, you go to this website. I'm typing it in the bottom for you. And understand there's nothing to buy on that website. The only thing there is the medical proof for all of you. But if you do go there, Maria, or any of you, the only thing there is the medical proof. But listen to me carefully. If you scroll down, you get a free consult and a free coach. They'll give you the grocery list that you're going to eat. You're going to only buy 30%, whatever you spent last month on groceries. By the way, censors, there's no products here. They're buying groceries. 30% of the groceries are going to come from your grocery store. Proteins, fats, carbs, fruits, and vegetables, and you're going to get serving sizes, not calorie amounts. We'll get to that in a moment. The other 70%, let's say, come from these researchers who had gone to Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, New Zealand, and they brought back these foods with huge amounts of nutrition and small amounts of food. That's 70% of what you're going to spend out of your total food budget last month. And then we'll explain to you exactly how we do it. But I've got more people that want me to tell them how they can transform their lives. So what is it? Sadie, I'm going to go over it. It's a detox. It is not a diet, has nothing to do with dieting. There's not even any calorie counting. And she was not allowed to exercise. They all wear Fitbits to prove they didn't exercise. Not that the research against exercise, but they eliminated exercise because otherwise you'd think it was diet and exercise. She lost weight, which is a flawed premise, number one. Here I have, this is UCLA, big study on diet and exercise. They said diet and exercise ineffectiveness parallels all diets. Nearly every dieting method combining diet and exercise proves unsuccessful for sustaining meaningful long-term weight loss. So if you think you're going to lose weight long-term and keep it off diet and exercise, good luck to you. Good luck. Okay, let me keep going. Okay, so Sam, I'm 5'4" and a half, weigh 248. What is my ideal? Again, for you, about 120. That's 128 pounds. Sam, you're going to lose 8 or 10 pounds in 4 days, maybe more in 4 days. Let me come back up to you. You will be easily about 225 by Thanksgiving. You should be right at or below 200 pounds by Christmas. So 200 to get you down, let's say to 130, 70 pounds. Sam, by mid-March, you'll easily be 130. Tell me how excited you'd be about that. Maria's excited. Everybody's excited. So what is it? Sadie, baby, I promise. But I got to answer these questions. So Sam, I answered yours. Okay, now let's talk about what they did, everybody. I'm going to pause for just a moment. One thing to promise me, you'll be patient. It's going to take me about 5 minutes to explain it. This is not about giving you a food list. This is not about recipes. This is not about diet and exercise. This is about detoxification, which hopefully you all agree we're living in a toxic world. If you don't believe that, Google Starbucks coffee. 3 weeks ago, 1 cup of Starbucks coffee, you're getting 25,000 microplastics in each cup of Starbucks, and I like Starbucks. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. We now know, and whether you know this or not, we're drinking, we're eating, we're breathing toxins, some of which are real poisons, like herbicides and pesticides and Scotch Guard and Teflon. No, we're ingesting this stuff. But what is your body, what's your brain doing with it? It's taking those poisons and stuffing them inside your visceral fat. That's why you all complain about the bloating. You thought it was just because you had gained weight. No, you're taking on poisons. Every person is. Me, you, everybody. As a matter of fact, it's a new medical syndrome that every person in the world has. Every person. It's a registered trademark U.S. patent office called the TDOS syndrome. T is for the toxic chemicals driven by the lack of nutrition in our food, causing us to be overweight and stressed. Again, it's a registered trademark U.S. patent office. Every person in the world. Who invented it? Peter Greenlaw. Who the heck is that? Oh, that would be me. So I discovered a medical syndrome that every person in the world has. Maybe you want to listen to me. Maybe I'm not just some guy up here yakking. Listen, we started the New Health Conversation, or it was started 23 years ago by one person. That one person was me. And we've now helped 600,000 people. All of you on here have a chance to hit the do-over button for the rest of your life. Or you can go back to keto or paleo or this ridiculous like fasting or time restriction. It's all nonsense. None of it works. None. Zero. None. If it worked, you wouldn't be on this call. You wouldn't be on this podcast right now. If any of those diets worked long term, no one's arguing you lose weight initially. But what the hell good does it do when you lose the weight and gain it all back? You know I'm right. So, I would be so excited, Sam says. Okay, so here's what the researchers did. They, the researchers, are rated the top weight loss nutrition physiologists in the whole world. They're number one. They were paid for 40 years. They did 100 studies on thousands of people on every diet you could imagine. And they came to the same conclusion that Medicare did. And that was this, that on every diet, they never found a diet in 40 years where people lost weight and kept it off. And 2/3 of everybody gained more weight than they lost. And the weight they were losing, because the researchers measured it, 25 to 40% was lean muscle mass. That's what's happening to all of you. That's why, again, why you have all the loose skin. And we'll talk about that in a moment. Nothing to do with body image, nothing to do with body dysphoria. This has nothing to do with dieting. It's not a diet, it's a detox. So what we now know is everybody on this call right now, including me, have poisons inside our fat cells. Oh, what a great idea that is. So the researchers said, we got to do something different. And what they did, they looked at the research, they went to these areas in the world called blue zones where people live to be 100 years old, no one's overweight, and no one gets sick for the most part. Not everybody lives to be over 100, let me clarify. And what did they find these people were doing that was so different than we're doing in North America or in the rest of the world? They were having much smaller amounts of food serving sizes with high levels of nutrition, and then they detoxed every 2 to 3 months. That's what this is based on. I'm going to explain it to you now. So the research is based on that. What did they do? They put a food list together for all of you. We don't sell you anything. There's no. You're going to take whatever you spent last month total, take 30% of those dollars, take it to the grocery store. You're going to get a list of proteins, fats, carbs, fruits, and vegetables based on serving sizes. Don't you want to do what the people that are living to be 100 years old are doing and they don't get sick and no one's overweight? Or would you rather do keto or paleo or Mediterranean and just have it break your heart? Oh, you're going to lose weight on any of those diets. But what do you do when you gain it all back and more? You go, oh, it's the wrong diet. I need a new diet. No diets work, okay? The researchers knew this. The other thing that they did, the other 70% of so you got 70% of your money left that you spent last month on groceries. These groceries come from Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, New Zealand. And there's no grocery store. I mean, you're getting it from the researchers. And those foods represent huge amounts of nutrition in very small amounts of food, which is we're going to explain to you why you're able to detox and why she shrank and you. Do you know most women in this? Ladies, you lose a whole dress size in a week with no exercise. How many of you would be excited about that? Did you hear what I just said? Men, you lose 2 to 4 inches off your waist in a week. I lost 8 inches off my waist from a 42 to a 34-inch waist in 14 days, 23 years ago. I'm in 34-inch jeans today as I sit here in my studio. Okay, so let's now talk here. So now they had the foods, right? 30%, again, total grocery bill. How much does it cost? Take your total outlay for groceries last month, 30% at your grocery store, that's it. And the other 70% just about pays for these exotic foods around the world. Maybe you're going to spend another $25 a week. But look at the outcome. So what they did, they created a new way of eating. It's called protein pacing. You all can Google it. It's a registered trademark, U.S. Patent Office. That's how advanced this thing is. And what they did, 5 days a week, she had 4 meals a day. Remember, you're thinking you're on a diet. You're going to have 4 meals a day. You start with these exotic foods around the world that the researchers call the world's most perfect meals from a nutritional standpoint. Give me a yes if you all understand this. Your hunger, your life, everything depends not on calories, but on the amount of nutrition you can put in your body. And if you've ever been hungry in your life, it's never been for a calorie. It's only been lack of nutrition, okay? So that's breakfast, lunch from the grocery store list, dinner from the grocery store list, and a 4th meal after dinner from these exotic foods, world's most perfect meals. That's what the researchers call them. Why? Because those food groups represent 400 different nutrients. Done. And then 2 days a week, the detox. On 2 days a week, no food from the grocery store. Don't panic yet. You're only eating these world's most perfect meals. But now she ate them she ate 8 times a day. She was eating every hour and a half for 2 hours. Why was that so critical? Because now they could give her really small amounts of food with huge amounts of nutrition that did what? Allowed her body to naturally detox. Let me pause right there. Last night, when you all went to sleep, as long as you didn't eat too late, your body first all but suspends digestion because you've already digested all your food, and then it automatically turns on a detox mechanism called autophagy when your body gets rid of all the dead cells. It happens every night. You don't have to do anything. They recreated it with this. Now, how do they know that? Because now listen to me carefully about this point. This is the most extensive medical research ever done in history on health, nutrition, and weight loss. The results were so astounding that the researchers, they reran the numbers 3 different times. They'd never seen anything like this in 40 years of research. And by the way, on the website, there's an extensive podcast with the #1 weight loss nutrition physiologist in the world, the head scientist who he and his team created this. They have no products to sell. They don't have a company. They're scientists. He'll explain to you why going on a traditional diet is completely finished over. They will never recommend, they'll never put any person on a traditional diet ever again. That's not me saying that. That's the top weight loss researchers in the world. Who do you want to believe? Someone on TikTok in a baseball hat and telling you about all this great stuff, before and after pictures with nothing, no medical proof? Not that not because I have a tie on that makes me smarter. What makes me smarter is I spent 23 years of my life as a nutritional researcher, 4 best-selling books, 1,500 live lectures around the world, working with some of the top researchers, scientists, oncologists, geneticists, and nutraceutical chemists in the world. This is going to change the world. We've only impacted relatively small. We've helped 600,000 people in 23 years, and we'd love to be able to help you. We don't sell you anything. We don't have any products to sell. Now, the other things that the researchers found, never seen before, hunger came down 60% in a month for all of you. The diabetics on this, they were able to drop their doctors cut their insulin by 50% in a month. The pre-diabetics were no longer pre-diabetic. And the big one, inflammation, which plagues every one of you, it came down 25% in a month. You understand, everybody, no diet. Keto, paleo, Mediterranean, time-restricted eating, Cornish, zone, lose weight for your blood type, Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, count your macros, whatever. None, 0 have peer-reviewed they've never showed anything like this. The weight loss on this is that's like the booby prize. I know all of you get really excited about that, but you have to understand what it's doing for you, not to you, from a health perspective. I mean, I'm going to show you some other before and afters here in a minute that will, now, I want you to understand, what I'm showing you here, this is just average. This isn't anything spectacular. Again, this lady here only had 30 pounds to lose. Let me show you her picture. 21 pounds and 38 inches in a month. But again, look at her stomach on day 1. That's the bloating. It's not body dysphoria. It's not body image. That is the medical. That's showing you what's going on inside your body. And on the right, 30 days later, that's what the detox is doing. Keep that in mind. So sensors, keep that in mind. It's not a diet. It's not about body image. It's about being healthier. You need to get these, you need to do everything possible to help your body get rid of these poisons that we're all storing inside our fat cells, unless you think that's a good idea. And no diet, no fast, no anything has ever been shown to remove this stuff from the body until now. And then this is a diabetic, 65-year-old man. Now this is extraordinary. Wait till you see this, everybody. 40 pounds, 52.5 inches in 30 days. Look at his A1C from 8.4 to 6.4. Triglycerides 242 to 124. I've had lots of diabetics on here and they're going, that's impossible. No, it's not impossible at all. And all the medical proof now says it's possible to achieve significant A1C reductions in a short time frame, like 30 days, through aggressive lifestyle interventions, which this is. This was invented by a diabetic chemist 25 years ago. He passed away a few years ago. It was invented by a diabetic. We've helped thousands, tens of thousands of diabetics on this to a minimum reduce the amount of medication they were on, or pre-diabetics that they didn't get to be a diabetic. You can do whatever you want to do. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but nothing is like this. Nothing. So who else? Again, here's the free website. You all can go to, see it there, the New Health Conversation. And I'm going to type it in the comments as well. Health Conversation. Did I spell it right? The New Health, yeah, I did. So right at the very bottom, Christu, you can, but the problem with that, okay, so let me ask you a question, Christu, if you're not. The thing you got to understand, and first let me give you the medical proof here so you don't think I'm making things up. I don't make things up. Hopefully, Christo, I've gained your confidence that this is real. I'm not making anything up. So Christo, here's a New England Journal of Medicine study, 68 weeks. 68 weeks. Once weekly semaglutide. So it's not semaglutide, you're doing triapazide or Ozempic. It doesn't really matter, okay? But this was a year and 4 months, okay? Just to let you know. In a year and 4 months, the weight loss was 32 pounds, and of the 32 pounds people lost, 40% was lean muscle mass. Now, what may be happening is you might lose weight initially, like on triapazide, but then it's going to slow down, it's going to creep back. I can tell you this, that every person coming off the shot, if they just stop the shot and don't have a strategy, they're gaining about a half a pound a day. We're working with hundreds of them that are coming off the shots. The main thing you want to guard against if you're going to stay on the meds, is you've got to guard against the loss of lean muscle. These people, despite losing these amazing amounts of weight, gained 6 to 9% lean muscle. And again, remember, they talked about, if you look at Kristen here, I mean, imagine, she lost 21 pounds in a month. They lost 32 pounds in 68 weeks. Now, if you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I'd be curious, your starting weight on triapazide, how much have you lost? And how long has it taken you? And then I'll tell you on this, with your remaining weight, how quickly you could do it. Oh, yes. Christo, do you believe I know what I'm talking about? Christo, do you think, just from a layman's point of view, we've done 23 years, we've helped 600,000 people. I've got tons of people in the shots. I'm working with spas, and everybody is complaining about how much lean muscle they're losing, because that's 40% of whatever you've lost. So I'm 210 to 1. Oh my gosh, Christo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, that is, look at her. So you lost basically 7. You lost 17 pounds in 5 months. Look at Julie here. Look at this, Christo. 35 pounds in 37 days. How about that? Tell me about that. Yeah, I'll bet it's been frustrating. What are they doing to lose weight? Julie, they're doing a detox. It's not a diet. It has nothing to do with dieting. Okay, Crystal, so here's what I would recommend. Number one, you go to the website, all of you, the New Health Conversation. Now, what's there? Again, the sensors, don't get excited. There's no products to buy. Sensors, nothing to buy, no product. So, Crystal, I'm going to tell you right now, how tall are you? Because if you're at 193 now, I'm going to blow your mind. I am going to blow your mind. Blow it. If you'll tell me how tall you are. And Julie, if you want to do the same thing, and then I'll explain to you how they did it. But if you want to tell me how tall you are and your current weight, I'll tell you how fast you can. I'm 5'5", and you're 193. Okay. Max for us, Christo, You should be about 130. That's 63 pounds. Brace yourself, Christo. You're going to lose probably 6 to 8 pounds in 4 days. By Thanksgiving, easily you'll be 170 to 173. By Christmas, you're going to be around 150-ish. That means to go from 150 down to 130. That's 20 more pounds. Christo, blow your mind easily. By the end of January, you'll be like 120. Tell me how excited you'd be about that. And that's, by the way, the first week, you're going to lose a whole dress size and you're going to be able to keep it off. You're not going to be hungry and you're detoxing your body. Crystal, tell me, give me an explanation. How to do it. I'm going to explain it to you right now, Julie and Krista, and anybody else that wants to listen, okay? Here's how it works. I have not waited. Well, Crystal, you're about to. Are you going to be mad at me? Or are you going to be happy? It sounds like you're going to be mad. Oh, Julie, you're 5'1", 179. I'll do you also, Julie. Okay, at 5'1", maximum we want you is about 110. That's 69 pounds, Julie. You're going to lose, again, 6 pounds in 4 days. Thanksgiving, I'd see you right about between 159, 160 in that range. Christmas, you should be very close to 140. 140 down to 110, 30 more pounds. Jewel, with no question, no exercise even allowed. By February, you should be around 110 pounds. That's nothing. That's absolutely normal for all of us. Okay, Mr. P, I'm assuming you're a male, 5'9", 250. At 5'9", you want to be max 160. That's going to be, let's see, so that's 150, but you need to lose about 90 pounds, right? So I said 160 to 250, 90 pounds. Okay, so Mr. P, you're going to lose 8 or 10 pounds in 4 days. Thanksgiving, you're going to blow through probably 230. You'll probably be like 225. By Christmas, I would see you right knocking on the door of 200. And 200 down to 160, 40 pounds, Mr. P, no sweat. By the end of February, you will be 160. I'm not kidding you. We see it all the time. But let me now explain, before anybody else asks me, I want to explain to everybody how this is possible, okay? So first of all, let's look at her. So let me clear up any confusion. That's the daughter of a friend of mine. She really lost 60 pounds in 90 days safely, no dieting, 0 pills, this revolutionary real food detox, and she gained 6 to 9% lean muscle without a single workout, and she's kept it off for 9 years. And what I'm going to share with you is what they did. That's all I'm sharing with you is exactly what they did in these 10. It's published in 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world, like what they all did. So let's go over that. So who invented it? Not me. But before I do that for Christo and for Mr. P, Big Joe, 6'1", 355. Big Joe, just hold that for a moment. Let me explain to how you're going to get to the weight. Big Joe, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to lose 10 or 15 pounds in 4 days. I can tell you right now, by Thanksgiving, you're going to probably be under 320. That's just a teaser, okay? I'll come back, I promise. Okay, Donnelly, I promise I'll come back to it. But everybody's being patient. So let's talk about how this is going to happen. So first, you all need to fess up. Do you believe we're living in a toxic world, and do you believe you're toxic? If you do, here's what I'm going to explain to you. What does that even mean? It means that we're drinking, we're breathing, we're eating toxins, many of which are poisons like herbicides and pesticides and Scotchgard and Teflon and flame retardants. My God, haven't you followed Monsanto for the last 10 years about Roundup, which is a pesticide? Don't you think there's other pesticides you're ingesting? Because you are. And what your body's doing, it's taking the poison to protect your brain, taking the poison and stuffing it inside your visceral fat. I don't even have to ask all of you. You all would tell me you're bloated, you're spare tire, whatever you call it. It has nothing to do with your weight gain. It has the fact your body is storing these chemicals inside your fat cells along with water, and those fat cells are expanding. Don't ever let anybody tell you burn fat on a diet or exercise. Complete lie. Go to the gym, kill yourself. You're burning no fat. You're born with a certain number of fat cells. You die with a certain number of fat cells. And the only way to lose fat is through surgery or liposuction. Everybody got that? This is a detox, okay? Now, the researchers who developed this, they've done 100 studies in 40 years, thousands of people, and never, ever found a diet where people lost weight and kept it off. 2/3 of everybody gained more weight than they lost. And sadly, up to 40% of what people lost on every diet, we have the data to back it up, is lean muscle mass, which slows down your metabolism. That's why if you're successful on a diet, get ready, because 2/3 of you are going to weigh more than you did when you started. Now, I'll give you a more recent study here. This is Medicare. Let's read from this. Medicare search for effective obesity treatments. Diets are not the answer. Our researchers at Medicare looked at long-term outcomes of calorie-restricted diets to assess whether any diet is an effective treatment for obesity. The researchers found 2/3 of dieters regained more weight than they lost on any diet. Again, this is Medicare telling you 2/3 are going to weigh more than what you did. Why the hell are you on any diet? This is not a diet. So the researchers knew this. And so the way they figured this out, they said, we got to abandon calorie counting. There's no calorie counting on this. And they learned how to do what you're going to end up doing from the research from these blue zones. And you've never heard of blue zone? That's where a lot of people live to be 100 years old. No one's overweight and no one gets sick. And there were 3 things they were doing that are part of what you would do here that's completely different than anything you've ever done before. Number 1, they consume foods with smaller quantities, serving sizes, but huge amounts of nutrition. And the third thing they did was detox every 2 to 3 months. That's what this is based on. So what are you going to get? What are you going to do? First of all, there are no products to buy. Let's get that out of the way. There are no products. There's no lotions, potions, pills, elixirs. No, nothing. You're going to get a grocery list that the researchers put together. You're going to take to your grocery store, and only whatever you spent last month, take your total food budget. That's important, you understand. 30% of those dollars you're going to buy at your grocery store, proteins, fats, carbs, fruits, and vegetables. You're going to get serving sizes, just like the people in the blue zones. Got it? And those serving sizes are based on how much, for example, if you're going to do steak or hamburger, it's got to be grass-fed and finished. If it's a carbohydrate, it has to be a complex carb. They lay all that out for you and give you the serving sizes, no calorie counting. What about the other 70%? The other 70% doesn't come from any grocery store, anywhere, or farmer's market. It comes from these foods from Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, New Zealand that represent huge amounts of nutrition in really small amounts of food. Now, why that's so critical, it'll come to you in just a moment about detoxification. Because your body, every night when you went to sleep, as long as you didn't eat too late, whether you know it or not, your body suspends digestion for the most part and turns on a natural detox mechanism called autophagy. Every night, your body gets rid of the dead cells. But that's not powerful enough to help your body, because your body is what's going to detox you. Your body needs excessive amounts of nutrition in very little amounts of food in order to do what they accomplished. And they accomplish it this way. 5 days a week, it's not the detox, it's the preliminary. So you got 7 days in a week, 5 days a week, only until you lose your weight. You're going to have 4 meals a day. You're going to start with these exotic foods around the world. That's your breakfast. Lunch from the grocery store list, dinner from the grocery store list, and a 4th meal after dinner, the world's most perfect meals. Now, why are they saying that? Because your body only cares about, it doesn't know what a calorie is. It's never counted a calorie. You've never been hungry for a calorie in your life. The only thing you can ever be hungry for is nutrition. And these food groups represent 400 different nutrients. That's why they're limiting your food. Why don't you get 100% whole food or organic? Because the organic food in the world now is becoming less and less nutritionally dense. It's a good way to think about it, okay? So then 5 days a week, 4 meals a day, 2 days a week, no food from the grocery store, only these exotic foods from around the world, but this time she ate them 8 times a day. You're going to eat 8 times a day. You're going to eat every hour and a half. People weighing 500 pounds aren't hungry. Because why would they be hungry if they have enough nutrition? Am I making sense? Then what the researchers did was the most extensive medical research ever done in history for health, nutrition, and weight loss. And what did they prove? That it's a detox. Well, how'd they know? Because they did blood, stool, urine, and fat analysis and proved that this was removing chemical toxins from the body. It also, people's hunger came down 60%. The diabetics on this were able to cut their insulin by 50%. And here was the big one, inflammation, which plagues me and you and every one of you. It came down 25% in a month. Do you understand no diet has ever produced these kind of results? Ever in history. It's not if you think you're going on a diet, you're not. It's not a diet, it's a detox. Unless you think it's a good idea to store poisons inside your fat cells, which you're doing right now with no relief at all. This is going to make every diet obsolete, as it says right up there in the headline. So now do you all understand? Now, it gets better. Actually, I'm going to post it at the bottom of the chat, right below for everybody, the new health conversation. How do we get those foods? Right there, Sam, you see the new health conversation? Also, everybody, notice at the top, the little red heart, and to the right, the new health conversation, or above her head in blue, that's the website. If you go there, we will not contact you. In censors, there's no products to buy. What's on the website? The medical proof, including you get to see the medical journals that this protocol is published in. It's safe. And it's real, and we're not making up anything. I challenge any of you to show me anybody on social media with one shred of medical evidence. Please, who would it be? Who would it be? I'll wait. I've been waiting because we've done 1,000 podcasts, and I've never seen one person showing me a scintilla of medical proof. Not hypothetical, not a scientific paper, not anecdotes, not before and afters with no basis behind it. You've got to understand you could change your life. We have an expression, just give us 4 days. That's what I've been doing for people, because most people, you're going to lose as much weight in 4 days as 6 weeks of any diet you've ever been on. And that's just the start. And it's not a diet. You're not doing this to lose weight. The weight loss is almost like a booby prize. Just like the change in your body composition. It's not about body dysphoria or a body image or anything like that, again, for the censors. This is medical proof of what is possible. Okay, so now, Big Joe, let me come back to you now. Big Joe, you're 6'1", 355. Maximum you should be, Joe, is 210. 210 means you need to lose about 255 pounds, okay? Is that right? No, hold on. I'm losing my mind. 210, 100. Yeah, 155 pounds, not 200. I'm sorry, Big Joe. I got too many numbers in my head. Okay, so Big Joe, like I said, in the first 4 days, you'll probably be down, you could be down 15, you might be even down 20 pounds. So I'm going to tell you right now, by Thanksgiving, you're going to be around 320. By Christmas, you'll be under 300, probably 290. So 290 down to 110 is 80 pounds. Joe, there's no reason by sometime in March, you will be around 210 pounds. Tell me how excited, Big Joe, you'd be about that. And without dieting, you're not on a diet. You're detoxing your body. And also, Joe, you need to know in the first week, you're going to lose about 2 to 4 inches off your waist in the first week. I lost 8 inches off my waist in 14 days. I went from a 42 to a 34-inch waist 23 years ago. I lost 40 pounds in 7 weeks. And in 14 days, I shrank by 8 inches. I'm in 34-inch jeans as we sit here today. Joe, how excited would you be about that? Okay, Donnelly Joseph, I'm 212. How much? Well, I need to know, Donnelly, sorry, I need to know how tall you are. You're right. I do believe the toxins is in our food. No question about it. Julie, what do you do? I just went over that with everybody. How do we get those foods at the new health conversation? Big Joe, you'll be excited. I'm looking forward to that. Now, again, for who was asking me that? How do we get those foods? Sam, you go to the website. Sam, are you clear on where to go? Do you see the new health conversation in the chat? Do you see it up at the top in red? Do you see it in blue right above her head? Sam, make sure. Please give me a yes if you see that. Okay, Donnelly Joseph, I'm 5'4". Let me come back up to you, Joseph. Donnelly, sorry, Donnelly, where are you, Donnelly? Oh, Donnelly, you're 212. You're 212, you're 5'4". Okay, at 5'4", Donnelly. Now, again, I want to get this right. Are you male or female? Just so I'm clear, because it does make a difference on how rapidly you lose the weight, although there's not a lot of difference between men and women, but I always like to be accurate. I'm a scientist, okay? Sam, so you understand where to go. Female, okay. All right, so let me come back to you. At 5'4", female, and you are, let's see, let me go back up here. You're 212, okay, 212, 5'4", okay. So at most you want to be, in our world, no more than 120, which means 120, so that's going to be 120, yeah, about 82 pounds, okay? So first of all, let me explain to you, easily, Donnelly, in the first 4 days, you'll be down 6 or 8 pounds. By Thanksgiving, you're probably going to be around 185 by Thanksgiving. By Christmas, easily, you're going to probably be you'll probably be like 178. So 178, they get you down to 120. That's 68 more pounds. Based on our numbers after 23 years of research and 600,000 people, there's no reason at all, Donnelly, that by, let's say, the first or second week in March, you'll be you'll easily be 120. Tell me how excited you'd be about that, Donnelly. Did you hear what I said? But also, I'm warning you, in the first 4 days, you're going to lose, the first week, you'll lose a whole dress size. All of you women, that's pretty typical, and that's without any exercise at all. Okay? So Donnelly, give me some chat. Who are you excited about that? And Donnelly, you can go the website for all of you. There is none. Look at here's your look at talk about sagging skin. Look at that. She lost 35 pounds in 37 days. Look at her. They're not getting saggy skin. If you look at Kristen over here, the same thing. Look at her stomach on day 1. Look at her stomach on day 1. Look at her stomach on day 30. Do you see that, Sam? You've got to understand the reason you end up with a saggy skin is really simple. Your muscle holds up your fat. You get it? It's structure. On all of these diets, except this is not a diet, you lose up to 40% of your lean muscle. As that lean muscle mass is decreased, your fat has nothing to hold it up, and that's why you get all the loose skin. Does that make sense to you, Sam? That's what's going on. Here, she gained 6 to 9% lean muscle loss, and you don't lose fat on any diet. Don't ever let anybody tell you it's a complete lie. There's no such thing as burning fat on a diet or exercise. Your fat cells can expand or shrink. And in her case, they shrank, but then she had added support. Does that make sense, Sam? That's why it works. Oh, you already have loose skin, Big Joe. Well, all we can tell you is that even with the weight loss, the amount of loose skin, it'll probably firm up some because you're going to add lean muscle mass. But I have a gentleman in Denver. Now, he started, he didn't have any loose skin, but he weighed 587 pounds. He basically lost almost 400 pounds in about 20 months, and he effectively went from a 61 to a 36-inch waist, and he had almost no loose skin at all. But if you already have loose skin from previous diets, the point is on this, you're not going to get any worse, and you probably will improve some. Okay, does that make sense, Big Joe? Oh, yes, that makes sense. But again, Big Joe, don't get mad at me. You sound like you're way bigger than me and could kick my butt. But I'm a scientist. Please understand, I'm only giving you real medical advice. Of the 145 pounds, you're proving to me if you have loose skin, about 40% of that 145 pounds was lean muscle mass, whether you know it or not. And that's what causes you not to have the support for your skin. Does that make sense, Joe? But we've had other people that have lost weight and had loose skin and reduced. We've had women, for example, that had children and had stretch marks, gone. The stretch marks were gone. But I don't want to promise you that. I don't know for sure. But we have enough experience. Like I said, you can imagine, Big Joe, over 23 years, we've helped 600,000 people. I know we've had people up to 800 pounds. Oh, see somebody, you're so full of crap. You didn't even listen to the beginning. It's the daughter of a friend of mine. Somebody, they are two different people. At least use if you're going to give people. You see, it's just so silly for you to say that. You have no evidence of that. I mean, it's just so silly. Buy some bro. I mean, people, didn't I tell all of you? Did I not say to all of you that this is the daughter of a friend of mine? I think I said that, right? And if you think that I would risk my reputation over some photoshopping, we don't need to. Why would we need to Photoshop? Look, that means I'd have to Photoshop Kristen, right? Everybody, I'd have to Photoshop her because otherwise, look at her stomach. And this one in particular, 65-year-old man, Curtis, everybody look at this. 40 pounds in a month. Did we Photoshop his stomach? It's just so ridiculous when people come on and give this crap. That's all it is crap. We're real scientists. If you think I've written 4 best-selling books, 20 shows on PBS, it was a keynote speaker at Autism One, the biggest autism conference in the world 2 years in a row, I'd risk my reputation on Photoshop, a different woman, different girl. I get it all the time. It's just hot air and nonsense. And the person who's saying that, good luck, because you're going to store poisons in your body today, tomorrow, next week, forever. I mean, it's just ridiculous, everybody. Does anyone think I'm lying to them? I mean, do you think what I'm telling you is credible? Because again, all I'm doing is sharing from what's in the peer-reviewed human trial studies, which you can see on the website. And if you go to the website, we won't contact you. There's no way in hell we're going to contact you. Why should we need to? The medical proof is there for all of you to see. Does that make sense, Big Joe? Does that make sense, Sam? Let me tell you, I'm going to share something else with all of you, okay? Why am I so damn passionate about this? You see, the secret is my own mother was morbidly obese my whole life. I never knew my mom thin. I never knew my mom, and I loved her. It didn't matter. Her name was Grace. And 25 years ago, before I became a researcher, but a big reason why I did, my mom called me up one day and said, you know, Peter, I have one really big wish in my life. I said, Mom, what's that? Sam, you'll appreciate this. She said, I'd give anything to spend one day thin, one day. I said, wow, Mom, that's cool. Well, 6 months later, massive heart attack and stroke. My mom died. And honest to God, I believe my mom died herself to death. I'd see her go on Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig. It didn't matter. The grapefruit diet, the cabbage diet. She cut diets out of the National Enquirer. I'd see her lose 20 and gain 25 back, which I know you're all experiencing the same thing. At the end, she had a plethora of pills. I believe my mom dieted herself to death. So when I get some crackpot coming on and telling me that it's a different person, I really do take it personally. We have helped, listen to this, in 23 years, this movement called the New Health Conversation, okay? Which, yeah, I'm bragging, I founded it. I'm very proud of it. We've helped 600,000 people. I mean, what would be the gain for us to screw you over to fake pictures? What good would it be? And most of those people have been able to maintain the weight like myself and everybody else. And here's the good news. We have so many people that have gone on this. Like Sam, I'm not saying you'd have to do this, but let's say, Sam, you go on it and have the kind of results. You're going to have maybe a relative or someone at church or work or whatever you are. They're going to say, what the heck did you do? Well, a lot of people have stepped up to the plate and said, hey, we'll help you coach these people. You don't have to. It's not an obligation. This is a movement. The New Health Conversation is a movement, and it's based, Sam, I don't know if some of you remember the movie Pay It Forward, one of my favorite movies of all time. That's really what this is based on. And we've got medical doctors, and we got RNs, and we got physician's assistants, and we got dietitians and nutritionists and fitness trainers and a whole host of people that have all stepped up to the plate to help us. I mean, we obviously can't handle the number of people that I believe want to do this. What happened is that before COVID, I'd done 1,500 live lectures in hospitals and universities and towns. They even flew me to China. So do you really think, do any of you really believe that I would Photoshop these pictures? What would my gain be? What would I, because I'd have to Photoshop them all. And then you look at someone even like Ken here. Look at this, everybody. 34 pounds in 29 days. Now that's high end. Don't think you're going to do that. You might, but if you did half of that, would you be excited? Half of it. Why would we need to Photoshop anything? Because again, on the website, if you go there, there's even more before and afters that are more dramatic than anything I'm showing you here. We'd be very busy Photoshopping. And I really, really get upset when people do that. You know why? Because it takes away, but they can't take away the credibility of this being published it's in the Obesity Journal, Frontiers in Physiology, in Nutrients, in the Nutrition Journal, Frontiers in Nutrition, and Nature Communications, one of the top 5 medical journals in the world. And the study they did on this had nothing to do with the weight loss. It had everything to do with the gut microbiome, your gut, period. Well, Ro, that's why you would talk to a coach. The consultation with the coach, Ro, is free. And if you did it, because there are people, look, so we have a lady, 91 years old. She's not doing the full program. I think she spends like $4 a day, just to give you an idea. And she did it not so much even for weight loss, but she was falling down on a walker. Her muscle mass was really deteriorated. And I can tell you within 2 months, she was off the walker. Now at 91, she's taking taekwondo courses. And, you know, you can do as little as breakfast every morning with these exotic foods for about $4 a day. It's very affordable. So again, that's why you get a free coach. So it's not one size fits all. Because we have people, a two-year-old's not, they're not going to do the whole program. Are you kidding me? We have people with no thyroids. They had their thyroids removed medically or through radiation or chemo. This is not a diet. I just wish you all could just go to the website. There's an interview listen to this instead of these crackpots that come on. It's the #1 weight loss nutrition physiologist in the entire world. He's #1. His team created this. They have no products to sell. They don't have a company. They're scientists. You watch that interview called 60 Minutes, it'll change your life. Because it will. This is not about you fitting in your skinny jeans. Women, you're going to lose a whole dress size in a week. Men, 2 to 4 inches off your waist in a week with no exercise. It's not what it's about. It's about making you the healthiest version of yourself. Don't you believe your health is your wealth? What do we take it for granted? Because, just ask your doctor. They can give you a pill. Is that the solution? Thank God we have these drugs. I'm not against them. But if you're a diabetic like Curtis, look what happened to him. Hold on. This is unbelievable. His A1C from 8.4 to 6.4. You know what his doctor had to do? Cut his insulin by 50% in a month. That's a win. That is a win. But he lost 40 pounds at 65 years of old age, and he's a diabetic. How many of you, any of you, have ever lost 40 pounds in a month? Even my good friends that weigh 400 pounds. Sam, oh, blood pressure. Sam, where do you see this? Hold on just a second. Oh, hold on, I got to correct my camera. I got a problem here, folks, obviously. Hold on. Because I want to be able to show you this. All right, so Sam, where do you see this? So Sam, this is a gentleman, 350 pounds. The weight loss in 7 weeks, that's 50 days, right? 7 times 7 is 49, and 1 day is 50 days. When you see this, also pay attention to his blood pressure. He's 350 pounds, so everybody look. He lost 75 pounds and almost 65 inches in 7 weeks. But look at his blood pressure. Went from 149 over 81 to 103 over 64. His triglycerides from 278 to 115. Now look at his stomach. He still has one, but look at how much it went down. That's in 7 weeks with no exercise. So Sam, you talk about your blood pressure. What do you think about that, Sam? Give me a comment. The goal, Sam, would be to put you in a position where you can greatly reduce your medication or eliminate it totally. And again, you understand, Sam, part of that's going to be, yes, I remember the movie. That's what the new health conversation is based on, Sam, to be quite honest with you. We're paying it forward. And we have Sam, do you think if you went on this and it does for you and your blood pressure and all these things, and your friends asked you about it, you don't think you might be tempted to say, I'm willing to coach you? You don't have to. But it's so cool when people can help other people. It's the divided world we're in today. It's so nice to have a commonality of purpose. That's what this is. It's a movement. It's not a company. We don't have a company. We don't have any, again, censors. We have no products to sell. If you go to the website, Sam, the only thing there is the medical proof. Then you scroll down, you get a free consultation and a free coach. And you buy nothing from us. You're buying from your grocery store and these exotic foods around the world. And then you get coached for free, Sam. Tell me what I'm missing. What am I missing, Sam? Or Lynn's, or any of you? My mom tells me the same thing. So Big Joe, are you excited? And Big Joe, do you understand where to go? Do all of you understand where to go? Yeah, of course you would. But Sam, isn't that, well, let me ask you this, Sam. Everybody wants a purpose. Everybody wants a cause. If there's a bigger cause than this, Sam, we have 2.5 billion people worldwide overweight and 1 billion clinically obese. And I got Johns Hopkins Medical School right here. Johns Hopkins Medical School study predicts obesity apocalypse in 4 years. 86% of Americans are going to be overweight or obese in 4 years, everybody. That includes all of you on this podcast. What are you all doing? That's what I'd love to know. I'd love to know what you're all doing. Meaning, what you're counting calories, you're doing keto or paleo or this time-restricted eating, which is a total sham. It's just another diet. So fasting 16, eating 8, and they're getting you to buy recipes to do that. Come on, everybody. Really? I got some swampland in Florida if you want to buy it. And there's not the medical proof. Here it is. This time-restricted eating, maybe some of you have heard of it, where they have you don't eat for 16 hours, you eat your fate. It's supposed to be great, right? Well, let's look at the medical proof. The new medical studies show that time-restricted eating, the 16-8 method, where you fast 16 hours a day in an 8-hour window of eating, is often touted as a superior approach to weight loss and health compared to simple calorie restriction. However, the growing body of scientific evidence from randomized controlled trials and meta-analysis proves that any benefits from time-restricted eating are due to calorie deficit it creates rather than the timing itself. When time-restricted eating is compared to continuous calorie restriction with matched calorie intake, it shows no superior outcomes for weight loss, body composition, or metabolic health. You just heard me tell you it's just another diet. And you're all settling for about £1 a week, right? I'll challenge any of you. Put in the chat for me, Sam or anybody else. If you had 20 pounds to lose, all of you, just 20. Be honest with me. How long would you, Norman, pick any diet, any crew, how long would you give yourself to lose 20 pounds? Any of you? Tell me. Put it in the chat. I'm just really curious. Who and how much? Or how long would you say you'd give yourself to lose 20 pounds? Any of you? 40 days, Miss G. Who else? Thank you, Miss G. Miss G, if you want, you're nice enough to do that. Let me reward you. Maybe you won't think it's a reward. So, Miss G, understand that the New Health Conversation is a movement. It's not a company. We don't have any products. It's based on teaching you this new way of foods to buy and when and how to consume to detox your body. Okay? Sam, thanks. Miss G. So if you'll tell me how tall you are and your current weight, I'll tell you on this protocol how rapidly you can lose not just 20 pounds, but all of your weight. So if you want to put that in for me, it would be great. You don't have to, but most people want me to do it. And Sam, you know where to go, so that's all I need to know. So Miss G. Five feet 170 pounds. Yeah, Rita. Oh, Miss G, let me do your first. 5'4", 40, 220. Okay, Miss G. First of all, Miss G, in the first 4 days, well, again, we'd want you to be no more than 120. That's going to be 100 pounds. Miss G, in the first 4 days, you're going to lose between 6 and 8 pounds. Thanksgiving, easily 198 to 200. Christmas, you should be around you're going to be damn close to 180 by Christmas. So 180 down to 120. That's 60 more pounds. Miss G, no kidding. Let's see. By March or before, you will be 120. Tell me how excited, Miss G, that would make you. Did you hear what I said, Miss G? By March, you're going to be 120. That's nothing special. That's the normal numbers. Some people have lost it way faster than that. I don't even want to show you those because I hope you wouldn't be disappointed if you're down those kind of numbers in just that short period of time. Your red says 170, 5 feet 1. Okay, you want to be 110, that's 60 pounds. You're going to lose about 5 pounds in 4 days. Thanksgiving, you're probably going to be about 155. Christmas, you should be about 140. So 140 down to, what did I say, 110. That's 30 more pounds. You read it, by the middle of February, you should be 110. I'm not kidding you. That's not anything exceptional. We see it all the time. So Miss G, put it in the chat. What would you think about that? How excited would you be about those numbers? And keep in mind, Miss G, you're going to lose a whole dress size in the first week, and you're going to gain with no exercise, although you can exercise if you want to. But these people all gain 6 to 9% lean muscle, and you can see right there she didn't do a single workout, because the researchers wanted to eliminate exercise. Otherwise, you'd say, oh, it was diet and exercise, why she lost weight. No, it wasn't. Does that make sense? Would be very helpful. Plus, you understand you're making yourself healthy. Miss G, were you on when I was explaining about the fact that we're storing poisons in our body, herbicides and pesticides and Scotch Guard and Teflon in our visceral fat? And that's why, I'm not saying you did, but most people complain about the bloating. Maybe they call it their spare tire. It's not about weight loss. It's not about body disorient. It's not about image. No, it's about your body telling you you're storing chemicals inside your fat cells. And no diet, which this is not, has ever removed a gram of toxin from the body. This, what you're looking at there, Miss G, they did blood, stool, urine, and fat analysis and proved this was helping the body. It's the body detoxing you. There are no products involved here, Miss G. It's food. You're getting 30%. Whatever you spent last month at the grocery store, you're only spending 30% this month. You get a list of proteins, fats, carbs, fruits, and vegetables, and serving sizes. The other 70% of what she ingested doesn't come from any grocery store. It comes from other researchers who've gone to Russia, to Mongolia, to Tibet, South America, New Zealand, to bring back these foods with huge amounts of nutrition and small amounts of food, which is that's how your body can detox. Because every night before you went to sleep, Miss G, last night, as long as you didn't eat too late, your body all but shuts down digestion, and when that happens, it automatically turns on a detox mechanism called autophagy, when your body gets rid of the dead cells. The researchers reproduced that when she was awake by doing this. 5 days a week until she lost her weight. She had 4 meals a day. She started only with these exotic foods around the world: breakfast, lunch from the grocery store, dinner from the grocery store, and a fourth meal after dinner. And it's not optional. You got to have 4 meals a day. They proved it. 2 days a week, no food from the grocery. Here's the detox. Only these exotic foods around the world, Miss G. But this time she ate 8 times a day. She was eating every hour and a half for 2 hours. And what they were able to do is give her really small amounts of food with huge amounts of nutrition. So again, she involved almost no digestion, turned on the detox mechanism. And they have the medical proof to prove it worked. Also, hunger came down 60% in a month. Most women on this lose a whole dress size in a week. Men 2 to 4 inches off their waist. And the other big thing was inflammation on this came down 25% in a month, never seen before. And diabetics on this, they had to cut their medication by 50% in 30 days. No one's ever seen anything like this, and it's not a diet, it's sustainable. I lost 40 pounds in 7 weeks 23 years ago. I've kept it off for 23 years. So that's sort of the whole thing in a nutshell, Miss G, although on the website there's even more. Cool, Miss G, where do you live? Because maybe some of the nutrients come from where you live, but it's not about just the exotic fruit. Even some of those. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, I've heard wonderful things about it. And unfortunately, Miss G, this is not available in Ecuador. It's only available in North America, Canada, Mexico, Puerto Rico, the EU, and in New Zealand and Australia. But I've heard wonderful things about it. So you're doing pretty good. You're doing really good. But there's no way, you can't get the exotic food. So again, I guess hopefully you just find this is interesting. Are you from North America originally and you moved down there, or are you native to there? Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not saying you were interested anyway, but that's the problem. But you're in a really good place. You definitely are in a really good place. And I'm sure you find that you have there's not a lot of overweight people in Ecuador, if I am correct. Am I right? Okay, so I'm going to end in about 10 more minutes max. Would anybody else like to ask me, if you would like to tell me, male or female, how tall you are, your current weight? I will give you. Now, let me back up for the new people coming on. The New Health Conversation is a movement. It's not a company. There's nothing to buy. We don't have any products. We're scientists. I've done 23 years of research, wrote 4 of the best-selling books of some of the top medical doctors in the world, did 20 shows on PBS, and did over 1,500 live lectures around the world. They even flew me to China. And I'm not trying to impress you, but I want to impress upon you. We know what we're doing. The New Health Conversation is a movement. It started 23 years ago with one person. Well, that one person was me. And now we've helped, listen to this, everyone, 600,000 people. You're not an experiment for us. We know what the heck we're doing. We have the data for men and women, 600,000 people. So we can tell you pretty accurately on this protocol, not a diet, because it's not a diet. If you're male or female, how tall you are and your current weight, we'll show you how you literally on this will lose as much weight in 4 days as in 6 weeks of any diet you've ever been on. Did you hear what I said? You'll lose as much weight in 6 weeks as in any diet you've ever been on in your lifetime. So again, yeah, I'm sure, Miss G, you're exactly right. Well, I'm not sure in Ecuador. Maybe they have blue zones in Ecuador, but I know that's the basis of this was from people in blue zones, and yeah, no one's overweight. Okay, so I'm not quite sure of your name. Female, 5'9", 255. Okay, you would want to be max 250. You're pretty tall. 140. That's 115 pounds. So because I can't read your handle, I'm not quite sure what that is. But female, 5'9", 255. Okay, so you're going to lose in the first 4 days. You're going to lose 8 or 10 pounds easily. Thanksgiving, you're going to be 230 to 235. Christmas, you'll be flirting with 200 pounds, and to get you from 200 down to 140, 60 more pounds easily. In March, you will be 140. Tell me how excited you'd be about that. It's not a diet. Well, what you have to do is go to this website, because I'm running out of time. I'm putting it in right below your name. And the only thing there is the medical proof. There's nothing to buy. There's no products. You're going to get food. Well, yeah, that's probably why you got overweight. I'm sure that That was something, if you had stuck just to what they're eating there, you probably wouldn't have much of a problem. But anyway, female 5'9", 255. Tell me how excited you'd be about that. And you understand, I'm posting right at the very bottom now, the website. You can see it there, the New Health Conversation. If you go there, there's medical proof. There are videos explaining you exactly what to do. Okay, we got lots. Sylvia. Okay, I promise, Sylvia, I'll get to you here in just a second. So do you understand that, female 5'9", 255? Go to that website, all of you, even Sylvia Allen and not going to. Oh, really? Really? Okay, well, let's go to Harvard Medical School. I think they're a little smarter than you, right? Let me read to you from Harvard Medical School, okay? Let's do that. Stop counting calories. We've been taught that losing weight is a matter of simple math. Cut calories 3,500 and you lose a pound. But as it turned out, experts are learning this age-old strategy is totally misguided. The idea, this is Harvard Medical School, not you. The idea of a calorie in, calorie out when it comes to weight loss is not only antiquated, it's just wrong, says Fatima Stanford, obesity specialist, Harvard Medical School. Drop the calories notion, Stanford said. It's time to concentrate on what's in our food, not how much food we're consuming. You're 1,000,000% wrong. Medicare's search for effective obesity treatments. Diets are not the answer. Our research has looked at the long-term outcomes of calorie-restricted diets to assess whether any diet is an effective treatment for obesity. The studies found that 2/3 of everybody gained more weight than they lost by counting calories. Number 3 study, why you shouldn't count calories. The truth is, calorie counting is a terrible approach for weight loss. While counting calories and restricting calories can help you lose weight in the short term, the approach has never been proven to keep weight off long term. What's even worse, 2/3 of people that try to count or restrict calories gain back more weight than they lost. Counting calories increases chronic psychological stress and cortisol production, 2 factors that are known to cause weight gain. Let's go to another study, the science behind why diets don't work. Despite all the ads that say otherwise, it's very rare for people counting calories to keep weight off. As a review of more than 30 long-term studies, calories in, calories out diets, that these diets actually cause weight gain. The more someone has tried to diet, the more they weigh. So I'm sorry, whoever it is, man or woman, you're full of it. No, counting calories is dead. It's over. It's finished. I'll tell you why. Give me the medical definition of a calorie. Because the problem with your philosophy, if it was just about reducing calories, okay, I'll prove it to you. Let's say we said 2,000 calories. All of you listen to this. 2,000 calories. Diet number 1 is lean chicken, fish, broccoli, whatever. 2,000 calories. Remember, he's just telling you, or they are, that it's just about math equation, less food, right? The second one, 2,000 calories, 3 bags of M&Ms. It's the most asinine argument on the planet. It's nonsense. It's bull. Your body has no idea what a calorie is. You've never counted a calorie in your life in your body, and your body doesn't give a damn about calories. Your body doesn't run on calories. It's alive because of air, water, and what? Not calories, nutrition. The hunger comes from lack of nutrition, not lack of calories. So your portion size is nonsense. Total garbage. Garbage. Not my opinion. Based on the biggest medical studies in the world. Hello? Harvard Medical School? You know more than they do? Good luck. So anyway, Sylvia, you would go to the website, Sylvia, right there. You can see it in red next to the little red heart, the New Health Conversation. And if you go there, the only thing there is the medical proof. We don't have anything to sell. You're going to do this with food and a new way of eating. And it was, by the way, it was developed and it's published in 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world. This is safe and real. It blows away. No one would ever in their right mind ever count. If you go to the website, there's a 60-minute interview with the #1 weight loss nutrition physiologist in the world. And he says unequivocally, they'll never put anybody on a counting calorie diet again. It's a complete scam, a total scam. They did it for 40 years, 100 studies. They were paid to analyze calories in and calories out. Oh, people lost weight initially, but nobody ever was able to keep the weight off, and 2/3 of everybody gained more weight than they lost. And the weight they were losing, 25 to 40% was lean muscle mass on these stupid calorie reduction diets. Nonsense, crap. So there you go. So Sylvia, do you understand where to go? Oh, let's see, 5'6". Okay, so Sylvia, you're 230. At 5'6", we'd want you to be no more than about 5'6". I would say 130. Okay, that's 100 pounds. Sylvia, you're going to lose in the first 4 days about 6 or 8 pounds. Thanksgiving, easily, you'll be at 195 or 200. By Christmas, you should be around 180, maybe a little bit less. So that means you've got about to get to 50 more pounds. Easily by the end of February, you'll be around 130. Sylvia, how excited would you be about that? Anybody else? Yeah, exactly. You're proving it. Would love to even be, but you're gonna go way beyond that, female 5'9", 255. Do you understand? Give me a yes. Do you understand the website? I typed it right there for you. Please give me a yes that you can see that. Because I do have to end this. I've got to go. But before I go, I want to make sure, and you understand, Sylvia, where to go to the New Health Conversation to see the information. See, you keep coming on saying it's physically impossible. No, it's not. You're full of it. You don't have any proof to back that up. You have no proof. We have 10 peer-reviewed, published in 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world. So that's just nonsense what you're saying. Complete and utter nonsense. Just nonsense. Oh, it's physically impossible to lose. Oh, no, you're full of it. The body can't count calories. So Sylvia, understand where to go. And Sylvia, if you go there, we will not contact you. Also, my friend, female 5'9", 255. We're not going to, the only way we'll contact you is if you scroll down, you get a free consultation and free coaching. And you're going to buy food, Sylvia, and also my good friend. Well, good. I'm happy for you. But Sylvia, do you understand you could have a different, how different would it be for you on Christmas Day to be under, well under 200? Tell me how excited you'd be. Make yourself the Christmas gift to yourself. What would be more important, Sylvia? Otherwise, on any diet, for you to get down to 130, how long would you give yourself, Sylvia? How long would you give yourself? Put it in the chat. So are we good, 5'9"? I'm sorry, my female friend here. Give me a yes that you can read, that you understand where to go. I'm putting it again at the bottom for you. The New Health Conversation. Do you see that there? Hold on just a second. Do you see it, the New Health Conversation? I just typed it for you again. Yeah, I would love that. Why not? So, Sylvia, why not now? If not now, when? When? I invite you to go. And Sylvia, we're not going to contact you if you go there. No, Only way we'll contact any of you is if you contact us. Oh, good. You see, yes. You've got the, and Sylvia, you're clear before I end this, the New Health Conversation. You understand where to go, right? Yes? I see it. Okay, great. All right, everybody, I'm going to say goodbye for now. It's now 12:13 on the East Coast, Eastern Standard Time. I will come back on live probably around 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today. I hope this has been, no, thank you for being here. And I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. I'm not sure what your name is, and I'm not being rude, but I don't know what else to call you other than female 5'9", 255. You understand, do you understand you're going to have a completely different life in a few days? In 4 days, if you're down 6 or 8 pounds, how excited would you be about that? That's what matters, right? Sylvia Allen, now, yeah, exactly. All right, everybody, I do have to run. Thank you all for being here. We got we got 4,500 likes. We got almost 1,000 people. Thank you all very, very much. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, evening, afternoon, because this is going all over the world, and we're excited to help you. Listen, the New Health Conversation is a free movement. There's nothing to buy. Our coaching is free. You're buying food. Keep in mind, it's not, the coaching's free. You're buying food. None of it from us. So we don't have any products. You got Sylvia and everybody, you got that? Yes? Yes? Okay, everybody.